Okay. Back in the mid-90s, I met one of my buddies, that I've been friends with since the 4th grade. And, he told me he was running this thing, a bicycle ride for the AIDS Action Committee, from like New York City to Boston. And like the entire female body of my class, my high school class, melted at the feet of this guy. So many girls had crushes on this guy back in high school. And so I went home and I wrote this song, to do my part. And I thought it was really brave of him. And Willie Blades was the bear of a man. He could crush your hand with a shake. And Willie Blades, hell of a man. He always gave more than he'd take. Now every time we hug, he gets weaker and weaker. Every time his hug, he gets weaker and weaker. Willie's just a shadow of himself. 98 pounds soaking wet. He's got HIV and girlie shows it. He's got HIV and girlie knows it. Cindy Chu was a woman who, when it came to love, knew a thing or two. She didn't know nothing about her sweet little muffin, who was sharing needles with a boy named Bill, who has HIV but doesn't show it. Has HIV but doesn't know it. Before you take a chance on a sweet romance, better make sure it's a safety dance. Safety dance, safety dance. You better make sure, safety dance. I don't mind being a victim of love, but I don't want to be a victim of AIDS. Safe sex or abstinence, there's just no other way. Falling for dopes, I feel like a clown. Love on the ropes, I'm going down. Falling for dopes, my heart's in a sling. Love on the ropes from doing a wild thing. We were anything but in love, she said. We were anything but in love. Now every time we hug, he gets weaker and weaker. Every time we hug, weaker and weaker. Cindy's just a shadow of herself, 98 pounds soaking wet. 'Cause she's got HIV and boy she shows it. Got HIV and boy she knows it. Before you take a chance on a sweet romance, you better make sure it's a safety dance. Safety dance, safety dance. You better make sure it's a safety dance. Safety dance. Thank you very much for listening.